Rene Descartes experienced many doubts in his life. He found many answers to his doubts and his questions. That is what made him one of the best minds in philosophy. Today we conducted a few interviews around the school campus to see what our students would say about those same questions that he had. The results may be a lot more similar than what you would think.
Do you ever find yourself doubting about your decisions or what you know?
I think I actually developed a good mix between knowing where I wanted to go to and doing the things that I like, and I actually stopped doubting my own abilities a couple of years ago when I got here, and I think it all comes to the point where you have to be happy with your inner self, and I think I'm at a good point right now, and so I would answer with no.
Do you feel satisfied with what you're learning, all that?
Yes, I definitely feel satisfied with what I'm learning, but on the other hand, I think satisfaction is what stops you from getting better and from learning more, and I actually am continuously willing to learn more, and I think that's a good environment here to develop your own skills and keep on going.
Okay. With that being said, what would you do if you found out that everything you have learned is a lie?
I think there is not pretty much that you could do about it. I think everything that you learn in life has a reason, and if everything would be a lie, to keep on going and try to find my own answers.
All right. Thank you. But do you ever find yourself doubting yourself?
Doubting myself? No.
About anything, your decisions, what you've known?
Not really, because I have my goal set, and then as the quote says that if you have a goal, then you should make plans to work towards that and do that. So I'm pretty focused and set on that.
And do you feel satisfied with what you've learned in life and school?
Well, I'm still not done. I'm still working towards it. But yeah.
You feel satisfied. And so, with that being said, what would you do? What would your reaction be if you found out that everything you've learned is a lie and it's all fake?
Well, I'd be confused and I wouldn't really know where I stand, I guess.
Would you give up on learning, or would you try to find your own answers?
Yeah, I wouldn't give up on learning. I'd try to find my own answers. I'd go around curious, research, stuff like that.
First question, do you ever find yourself doubting yourself or doubting just your decisions or what you know about life or anything?
Yes, when I did told me we should learn about the value of philosophy, and I'm still doubt about the value of myself. For as far as I'm concerned, the philosophy is still a tough term,
Right. Okay. And do you feel satisfied with what you're learning or what you've learned up until now in your life, in school and all that, just life experiences?
Yeah, I found that. So far, I think my life I'm satisfied with my life.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe because of the Jesus or the God. But I think maybe philosophy plays a role in it.
Right. And with that being said, what would your reaction be if you found out that everything you've learned and everything that you've been taught is all a lie?
I think that there's nothing we should discuss whether it's right or wrong. Maybe we should count on maybe whether it is means to.
Thank you. Do you ever find yourself doubting?
Yeah, I do doubt myself sometimes. I'm not always comfortable with what I say, so sometimes I feel like everybody makes mistakes.
And do you feel satisfied with what you've learned in school and throughout life?
I'm very satisfied with what I've learned in life, in school, and in general. I've learned so many new things that I just progress in the way I live.
Alright, so what would you do if finding out that all those new things and everything that you've learned is not real, it's all a lie, and it's all just been something to...
I wouldn't feel very comfortable if everything was just a lie. I feel like I would just be wasting my time with everything I've done so far.
Yeah, and what would you think you would do? Would you give up on learning, or would you try to find your own answers?
I would just try to find my own answers and try to find the truth in things.
Alright. Do you ever find any doubt in your decisions or what you've learned, just what you know?
I believe that in everything you choose, there's always a second guess, but you always have to go with what's in your heart, and then that's what help you choose the correct thing. So no.
Right. And do you feel satisfied with what you've learned?
I feel very satisfied with what I learned because you can exhibit it through my character and through everything I do. Everything I try to do is successful, and that's I contribute that to the school and through the standards of excellence that I've learned through here.
And what if you found out that everything that you've learned is a lie?
It wouldn't surprise me because up to date, everything I know so far is a lie to me. Most of the things that my teachers learned in elementary, my teachers in college have corrected it. So honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. It just showed me to go harder and to change whatever I can change.
Okay, so knowing that everything is a lie, how do you know that anything is actually there? Like, for example, how would you know that God is real or that God is there?
I think God is real through faith. If you have faith in something that you can't see, then I really think that you really believe in that. But honestly, for me, I believe that God is over us. There's a being that created us, but it's more about being a good person that really stands out in this humanity.
All right. Thank you. Do you ever find yourself with any doubt as to your decisions, what you know, or anything in life?
No, at this time, at this far, no, never.
No? Would you say you feel satisfied with your education?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah. And with that being said, how would you feel if you found out that everything you've learned up until this point is all a lie? It's all fake.
Well, I would feel disappointed. Most of them with the people that teach me before. Well, I can't do anything about that, so I need to start again and try to find a way to, keep it tracking in the path. So, yeah.
Right. How would you know that anything is real? Like God is real, for example.
Well, first of all, since I'm young, I was taught to get faith. So, if you see something has to create this world. I mean, this world doesn't appear from it appears and that's a world. No, someone created. So that's my principal faith. So yeah.
Okay, so do you ever find yourself with doubt as to what you know or what you've learned or about your decisions?
Yes, all the time. Every day I'm wondering what I should be doing in life, but then again I keep getting a different change of heart each day.
Right. And would you say you feel satisfied with what you've learned up until now with your education?
Yes, it opened a new world for me. College is definitely a great experience.
Right. And what would your reaction be if you found out right now at this moment that everything you've learned is all a lie?
Oh, I'd be quite disappointed and ask for my money back.
Would you say that you would give up on learning, or would you try to find your own answers?
I wouldn't give up on learning. It's a useful tool in life, especially in this day and age.
Do you ever find yourself with any doubt as to what you've learned or what you know about life?
Sometimes I do find myself doubting, but I do think of that sometimes. But at the end of the day, I know that I could always rely on my original thoughts.
So would you say that you feel satisfied with what you've learned?
Yeah, I feel satisfied. I feel like I can learn a lot more in life because there's always something new to learn every single day. But as far as now, I'm pretty satisfied.
And with that being said, what would your reaction be if you found out right now at this moment that everything that you've learned is all a lie? Would you give up on learning? Would you find your own answers? What would you do? How would you feel?
Honestly, I wouldn't know what to do. If everything that I know now is a lie, I wouldn't know what to believe. I don't think I would be able to believe it just because like everybody else has been trained to think a certain way, and now that somebody or something tells you that that's all a lie, you just don't know what to do. Right. That's pretty much it.
doubting like what you know or what you've learned in life?
Oh, definitely. I think life is full of questions, and you need to explore your questions, and most of them get answered to make a very positive impact in your life.
Okay. And how do you know that God is real?
I know it because I see God's presence all around me. I see it in people, I see it in the world, I see it in nature. Some being has to be responsible for all the greatness of the world.
And do you feel satisfied with everything that you've learned about life and just throughout?
I'm a happy guy. I'm very satisfied with what I've learned and what has become of my life. And I just hope that some of our students have a similar kind of a life.
And with that being said, what would your reaction be if you found out today that everything you've learned in your life is all fake, it's all a lie? What would your reaction be?
I wouldn't believe it.
As you can see, no matter where you are from or what your cultural background is, many of us think the same. If you ask me, doubt is part of everyday life. Doubt is not bad. Doubt makes you look for other answers. We should never be fully satisfied with what we know. There are too many things that we still need to find out and that we still need to learn for us to settle for what we know now. One of the most prominent doubts anyone can have is whether God is real or not. However, whether we like it or not, God is the reason why we continue to look for answers. God is the reason that we do what we do. His existence is everywhere around us, and there's no denying it. God sets the standard, therefore we try to meet that standard, and we continue to look for answers to the things that we do not know.